Were there children journalists? Were there children journalists? This is my book. This is my book. He always finishes his work on time. He always finishes his work on time. Be comfortable. Be comfortable. What are you going to eat? What are you going to eat? Could you please repeat this? Could you please repeat this? I think we should leave early to avoid traffic. I think we should leave early to avoid traffic. He is an author and has published many books. He is an author and has published many books. I'll have the chocolate lava cake for dessert. I'll have the chocolate lava cake for dessert. Don't they eat? Don't they eat? If I were you, I'd buy this dish. If I were you, I'd buy this dish. They can give lessons every 2 weeks. They can give lessons every 2 weeks. Can you give me a minute? Can you give me a minute? Do they have to complain often? Do they have to complain often? Compulsory. Compulsory. Will you be able to meet the deadline? Will you be able to meet the deadline? What is your name? What is your name? As you remember. As you remember. Do they need to explode immediately? Do they need to explode immediately? Can we renew a year in advance? Can we renew a year in advance? His stepson was an undertaker. His stepson was an undertaker. He plays hard. He plays hard. Could you please tell me the time? Could you please tell me the time? The book is so interesting, I couldn't put it down. The book is so interesting, I couldn't put it down. They told us, we have been friends for years. They told us, we have been friends for years. The dog is playing with his favorite toy in the backyard. The dog is playing with his favorite toy in the backyard. I'm painting socks. I'm painting socks. Is there a photography department in the store? Is there a photography department in the store? They often go to the cinema on weekends. They often go to the cinema on weekends. We don't have enough milk for the recipe. We don't have enough milk for the recipe. I need to look at the bus schedule. I need to look at the bus schedule. Is there a fee for Wi-Fi? Is there a fee for Wi-Fi? Do you know any foreign languages? Do you know any foreign languages? Sympathetic. Sympathetic. You are a true confidant. You are a true confidant. We will be leaving for our holiday next week. We will be leaving for our holiday next week. He was studying the piano diligently and was selected for the prestigious concert. He was studying the piano diligently and was selected for the prestigious concert. The elephant is the heaviest animal on land. The elephant is the heaviest animal on land. Is his grandfather a stylist? Is his grandfather a stylist? If you turn off the lights, we save energy. If you turn off the lights, we save energy. Sometimes you go for a walk in the mountains. Sometimes you go for a walk in the mountains. Were you quietly riding a rabbit? Were you quietly riding a rabbit? Could you do me a favor? Could you do me a favor? I hate the color black. I hate the color black. Let's say, they may have already made a reservation. They may have already made a reservation. They sat in the park and watched the sunset. They sat in the park and watched the sunset. Text. Mary and I are going to the concert. Mary and I are going to the concert. I have so much love. I have so much love. Can't you manage? Can't you manage? Am I not reflecting? Am I not reflecting? We need to clean the house before the guests arrive. We need to clean the house before the guests arrive. We must study for the upcoming exam. We must study for the upcoming exam. Truths. We make a meaningful and positive contribution. We make a meaningful and positive contribution. Will not invite soon. Will not invite soon. He spends his weekends hiking in the mountains. He spends his weekends hiking in the mountains. Is our spouse a healthcare worker? Is our spouse a healthcare worker? This shirt is cheaper than the other one. This shirt is cheaper than the other one. Did they lie last night? Did they lie last night? My relatives are architects. My relatives are architects. Here's what this means to me. Here's what this means to me. They have to finish their homework before going out. They have to finish their homework before going out. Did he sign? Did he sign? Did he hunt at sunrise? Did he hunt at sunrise? Be aware of your body language. Be aware of your body language. I got off the bus at the wrong stop. I got off the bus at the wrong stop. He couldn't remember the password to his email account. He couldn't remember the password to his email account. Love is blind. Love is blind. Were there children machinists? Were there children machinists? We forget at noon. We forget at noon. If this item is sold out, can I get a raincoat? If this item is sold out, can I get a raincoat? Can't they practice pharmacy at 4 a.m.? Can't they practice pharmacy at 4 a.m.? I'm on a diet. Can you recommend a healthy option? I'm on a diet. Can you recommend a healthy option? The dog chased the cat up the tree. The dog chased the cat up the tree. Bee is the busiest insect. Bee is the busiest insect. Have you ever had takeout? Have you ever had takeout? I will look at it. I will look at it. It may not paint occasionally. It may not paint occasionally. You don't fix it any later than 1 in the morning. You don't fix it any later than 1 in the morning. Do you have environmentally friendly products? Do you have environmentally friendly products? Can you give me a message while I'm out? Can you give me a message while I'm out? Birds are singing in the trees. Birds are singing in the trees. He would kill at dusk. He would kill at dusk. They are dancing at the party. They are dancing at the party. Won't you publish? Won't you publish? Can you tell me what the store opening hours are? Can you tell me what the store opening hours are? I love art, especially painting. I love art, especially painting. Are we rented? Are we rented? You should apologize for what you said. You should apologize for what you said. Despite the noise, he managed to focus on his work. Despite the noise, he managed to focus on his work. We were watching the sunset on the beach. We were watching the sunset on the beach. I was studying when you came home. I was studying when you came home. Let me get you some water. Let me get you some water. He can work as a waiter at dawn. He can work as a waiter at dawn. They had their cats neutered at the veterinary clinic. They had their cats neutered at the veterinary clinic. Is it replaced after a month? Is it replaced after a month? We agreed to meet at the cafe. We agreed to meet at the cafe. We must save money for our holiday. We must save money for our holiday. Do we have any red bags? Do we have any red bags? Have you watched a good movie lately? Have you watched a good movie lately? I have lots of grapes. I have lots of grapes. The teacher gave us a short test. The teacher gave us a short test. I need to buy some food from the store. I need to buy some food from the store. Let's stay true to our vision. Let's stay true to our vision. Sometimes we are not successful. Sometimes we are not successful. What is the weather forecast for today? What is the weather forecast for today? I can't come to the party. I have other plans. I can't come to the party. I have other plans. I'm studying right now. I'm studying right now. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? Do you want me to stay? Do you want me to stay? When did you come here? When did you come here? He is a world-famous scientist and has made many important discoveries. He is a world-famous scientist and has made many important discoveries. You don't usually draw. You don't usually draw. The boy wearing the red hat is my nephew. The boy wearing the red hat is my nephew. Loyalty. Loyalty. Your daughter was an anthropologist. Your daughter was an anthropologist. I haven't had lunch yet. I haven't had lunch yet. Can I go to school? Can I go to school? You must miss him so much. You must miss him so much. Let me know if you want to go shopping. Let me know if you want to go shopping. Did you have a good day? Did you have a good day? Shave. Shave. It was 15 pounds. It was 15 pounds. I often didn't know. I often didn't know. What are your plans for the weekend? What are your plans for the weekend? Could this be the perfect opportunity for a career change? Could this be the perfect opportunity for a career change? It's easy to make mistakes. It's easy to make mistakes. I need to deposit some money. I need to deposit some money. Please fill in. Please fill in. Construction workers will build the new bridge for months. Construction workers will build the new bridge for months. What a beautiful apartment. What a beautiful apartment. These are wet umbrellas. These are wet umbrellas. The airport shuttle fee is $10 per person. The airport shuttle fee is $10 per person. I usually take the same bus every day. I usually take the same bus every day. Paint the town red. Paint the town red. After the concert we went to eat with friends. After the concert we went to eat with friends. Applicant. Applicant. I would rarely end up with nothing. I would rarely end up with nothing. All the guests left and the party ended. All the guests left and the party ended. Couldn't he understand normally? Couldn't he understand normally? The museum is a center for cultural events and exhibitions. The museum is a center for cultural events and exhibitions. Is there something we missed? Is there something we missed? Who has a guitar on stage? Who has a guitar on stage? She's cooking dinner. She's cooking dinner. Satisfaction. Satisfaction. Do you have weekend plans? Do you have weekend plans? Wasn't he born a century ago? Wasn't he born a century ago? Their half-sister is an ambassador. Their half-sister is an ambassador. They. Are you looking for apples? Are you looking for apples? Don't we mean sunset? Don't we mean sunset? Do you mind if I borrow your pen? Do you mind if I borrow your pen? They hate doing homework. They hate doing homework. I wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning. I wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning. I got a gift from my friend. I got a gift from my friend. Let's agree to disagree. Let's agree to disagree. Shouldn't these be followed? Shouldn't these be followed? This is good. This is good. What is your favorite drink? What is your favorite drink? I'm angry with you so I won't come to you. I'm angry with you so I won't come to you. What is the strongest drink you can make? What is the strongest drink you can make? Their half-sister was the babysitter. Their half-sister was the babysitter. He couldn't have been nicer during our conversation. He couldn't have been nicer during our conversation. The cat was chasing a butterfly in the garden. The cat was chasing a butterfly in the garden. Can I see the menu please? Can I see the menu please? Was his stepson a masseuse? Was his stepson a masseuse? Give examples. Give examples. Don't have a non-stop flight in the morning? Don't have a non-stop flight in the morning? What about after that? What about after that? They must be busy with their work. They must be busy with their work. You are the daily advisor. You are the daily advisor. When is your birthday? When is your birthday? My family works. My family works. We have it now. We have it now. The pixel density on this display is impressive. The pixel density on this display is impressive. I would love to, but I have another commitment. I would love to, but I have another commitment. What are you doing? What are you doing? Wouldn't they follow at night? Wouldn't they follow at night? Are there children waiters? Are there children waiters? I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Are you aiming for one night later? Are you aiming for one night later? This sculpture is a testament to human creativity. This sculpture is a testament to human creativity. He is studying to become a doctor. He is studying to become a doctor. The car is fast. The car is fast. Can clean after 2 weekends. Can clean after 2 weekends. He will study English at the language school. He will study English at the language school. They completed their projects before the deadline. They completed their projects before the deadline. We couldn't finish any of the tickets. We couldn't finish any of the tickets. Let's reconvene after we gather more information. Let's reconvene after we gather more information. The article argues that technology has both positive and negative effects. The article argues that technology has both positive and negative effects. He needs to study for the exam. He needs to study for the exam. They will take the dog for a walk. They will take the dog for a walk. The company had its website redesigned by a professional web developer. The company had its website redesigned by a professional web developer. I will take a photography course. I will take a photography course. Don't worry. Don't worry. I need to buy a new humidifier for the dry winter months. I need to buy a new humidifier for the dry winter months. What's in this look? What's in this look? Let me know. Let me know. Can we go to the beautician every month? Can we go to the beautician every month? We went canoeing on the lake and saw some beautiful views. We went canoeing on the lake and saw some beautiful views. I can laugh. I can laugh. Is our son an oncologist? Is our son an oncologist? They experience exam anxiety. They experience exam anxiety. Do you have vegan options? Do you have vegan options? We must think about these and try to understand them. We must think about these and try to understand them. It does not calculate annually. It does not calculate annually. Sorry, you dropped something. Sorry, you dropped something. He had his passport stamped at the airport. He had his passport stamped at the airport. When will you add it? When will you add it? How did you study? How did you study? Is your stepson a waiter? Is your stepson a waiter? The cake was in the oven an hour before baking. The cake was in the oven an hour before baking. First we will have breakfast, then we will go for a walk. First we will have breakfast, then we will go for a walk. How could you stay with him? How could you stay with him? The cat caught a bird. The cat caught a bird. This problem is related to the previous one. This problem is related to the previous one. Was your stepson a pharmacist? Was your stepson a pharmacist? I work Monday through Friday. I work Monday through Friday. All necessary tools for this task are provided. All necessary tools for this task are provided. Understandably, he was upset about this situation. Understandably, he was upset about this situation. He goes to bed at 22:00 in the evening. He goes to bed at 22:00 in the evening. Your stepfather is a designer. Your stepfather is a designer. He started his own business last year. He started his own business last year. It doesn't suggest anything. It doesn't suggest anything. My father's car broke down after the accident. My father's car broke down after the accident. I won't be happy until I achieve my dreams. I won't be happy until I achieve my dreams. Can rule. Can rule. Internship should not be done after one day. Internship should not be done after one day. He loves action. He loves action. She likes to do yoga in the evenings. She likes to do yoga in the evenings. Tomorrow is a new day. Tomorrow is a new day. The value of the property is unknown. The value of the property is unknown. Many clinical trials were conducted during the development of the new drug. Many clinical trials were conducted during the development of the new drug. She is knitting a sweater. She is knitting a sweater. I'm planning to go on vacation next month. I'm planning to go on vacation next month. Can you help me rebook my ticket? Can you help me rebook my ticket? If I had a bigger house, I would host parties. If I had a bigger house, I would host parties. We meet in the cafeteria of the cinema. We meet in the cafeteria of the cinema. He couldn't cry every month. He couldn't cry every month. Couldn't we shout at 3 in the morning? Couldn't we shout at 3 in the morning? Unnecessary. Unnecessary. Let me add now. Let me add now. This car is very fast. This car is very fast. I will take the English exam. I will take the English exam. My head is aching. My head is aching. We will go to the beach this summer. We will go to the beach this summer. Was his mother a painter? Was his mother a painter? He left in a huff. He left in a huff. He didn't become an acrobat after one night. He didn't become an acrobat after one night. Can you provide a list of your current medications? Can you provide a list of your current medications? They go to the cinema with their children. They go to the cinema with their children. We went to the beach to enjoy the sun. We went to the beach to enjoy the sun. You go to the zoo for family outings. You go to the zoo for family outings. Do you have a gluten-free beer option? Do you have a gluten-free beer option? You are an incredible artist. You are an incredible artist. Change. Change. Can you pass the salt? Can you pass the salt? I can cook delicious meals. I can cook delicious meals. Do you have homemade juices? Do you have homemade juices? He will visit his grandparents next summer. He will visit his grandparents next summer. He may forget to bring his umbrella. He may forget to bring his umbrella. He didn't invest wisely, so he lost a lot of money. He didn't invest wisely, so he lost a lot of money. Extraction. Extraction. When we woke up, birds were singing in the trees. When we woke up, birds were singing in the trees. Enriching. Enriching. You do not approve. You do not approve. Will you vote? Will you vote? She has been attending yoga classes for a month. She has been attending yoga classes for a month. My hotel was in a rundown area. My hotel was in a rundown area. Shouldn't he analyze the decade? Shouldn't he analyze the decade? Painters will create new works of art in their workshops. Painters will create new works of art in their workshops. He read a book before going to bed. He read a book before going to bed. Beneficiary. Beneficiary. If you want it done right, you have to do it yourself. If you want it done right, you have to do it yourself. We are going to the beach. We are going to the beach. The boy seen running in the park is my cousin. The boy seen running in the park is my cousin. They've never been to a music concert. They've never been to a music concert. Constant. Constant. He could not perform surgery 1 year ago. He could not perform surgery 1 year ago. Children were playing with their toys. Children were playing with their toys. Were their children lawyers? Were their children lawyers? I could eat an entire pizza by myself. I could eat an entire pizza by myself. He was studying Spanish for 2 hours yesterday. He was studying Spanish for 2 hours yesterday. If he had studied abroad, he would have learned a new language. If he had studied abroad, he would have learned a new language. How is your family? How is your family? How much does a flight ticket cost? How much does a flight ticket cost? Won't that mean 3 p.m.? Won't that mean 3 p.m.? Am I a judge for 10 years? Am I a judge for 10 years? Have you run a marathon? Have you run a marathon? He wouldn't lie after 5 seconds. He wouldn't lie after 5 seconds. I do not have much time. I do not have much time. He is a veterinarian and takes care of sick animals. He is a veterinarian and takes care of sick animals. Provide evidence that you are right. Provide evidence that you are right. Can I have soy sauce with my sushi? Can I have soy sauce with my sushi? He will make a presentation during the conference. He will make a presentation during the conference. Let's face the challenges with determination. Let's face the challenges with determination. The government had the building inspected for security. The government had the building inspected for security. How long have you been working here? How long have you been working here? Geologists? Geologists? I wish I didn't eat so much for dinner. I wish I didn't eat so much for dinner. We paint weekly. We paint weekly. Their brother-in-law is a shop assistant. Their brother-in-law is a shop assistant. I sat there for hours, letting the world around me disappear. I sat there for hours, letting the world around me disappear. I have to go now. I have to go now. How much will it take? How much will it take? It's not important. It's not important. I eat an apple while watching TV. I eat an apple while watching TV. Why do you think that? Why do you think that? Shouldn't he become a minister after 5 days? Shouldn't he become a minister after 5 days? I don't know many things. I don't know many things. Talent, talent. Bought a new laptop. Bought a new laptop. They contain useful information. They contain useful information. I plan to travel the world, my friend told me. I plan to travel the world, my friend told me. Always be kind to others, even if they are rude to you. Always be kind to others, even if they are rude to you. Can I taste this ice cream sample? Can I taste this ice cream sample? Represent. Represent. I'm the oldest among us. I'm the oldest among us. Is there a problem? Is there a problem? His colleague is a columnist? His colleague is a columnist? Can you prepare the dish with steamed vegetables? Can you prepare the dish with steamed vegetables? We played football together every weekend. We played football together every weekend. He didn't put it later. He didn't put it later. They joined a community garden to grow their own vegetables. They joined a community garden to grow their own vegetables. I want to buy 2 tickets. I want to buy 2 tickets. Julia's job requires a lot of travel. Julia's job requires a lot of travel. We were stargazing when we saw a shooting star. We were stargazing when we saw a shooting star. You will be fine. You will be fine. Swear. Swear. Good morning, children. Good morning, children. I will finish this report and present it after that. I will finish this report and present it after that. Glass. Glass. Was our stepsister a statistician? Was our stepsister a statistician? We can't believe it. We can't believe it. Avoid eating junk food to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Avoid eating junk food to maintain a healthy lifestyle. You are a valuable member. You are a valuable member. Can I have extra tortilla chips with the dip? Can I have extra tortilla chips with the dip? You are actually the same place you requested the meeting. You are actually the same place you requested the meeting. Their grandmother was a police officer. Their grandmother was a police officer. May never judge. May never judge. I won the match, he said. I won the match, he said. They slept 8 hours last night. They slept 8 hours last night. Don't drive when you're tired. Don't drive when you're tired. I shouldn't be doing dentistry after 4 days. I shouldn't be doing dentistry after 4 days. Can you help me find a similar item? Can you help me find a similar item? He's too tired to go out tonight. He's too tired to go out tonight. We have to do. We have to do. We have a busy agenda today. We have a busy agenda today. We were off next year. We were off next year. My mom and dad like to walk and I enjoy it too. My mom and dad like to walk and I enjoy it too. Enrichment. Enrichment. My favorite color is blue because it reminds me of the ocean. My favorite color is blue because it reminds me of the ocean. I think we should stay away from crowded environments. I think we should stay away from crowded environments. Give up. Give up. How often does he take photos? How often does he take photos? How do you make a living? How do you make a living? The earthquake destroyed the entire city. The earthquake destroyed the entire city. They can operate immediately. They can operate immediately. He wishes he had more money to travel the world. He wishes he had more money to travel the world. He arrived early for the job interview. He arrived early for the job interview. Let's continue. Let's continue. Shouldn't you consult immediately? Shouldn't you consult immediately? You haven't told me anything about yourself. You haven't told me anything about yourself. What is the English equivalent of the word blank? What is the English equivalent of the word blank? People are often too quick to judge. People are often too quick to judge. How far is Pattaya from Bangkok? How far is Pattaya from Bangkok? He had his phone repaired at the repair center. He had his phone repaired at the repair center. What does your heart tell you? What does your heart tell you? She is a doctor. She is a doctor. I'm going to vocational school. I'm going to vocational school. What letter is this? What letter is this? Pine trees sway gently in the breeze. Pine trees sway gently in the breeze. Won't they organize now? Won't they organize now? Have you seen a fine art exhibition lately? Have you seen a fine art exhibition lately? The ostrich is the fastest bird on land. The ostrich is the fastest bird on land. I saw a cow in the city. I saw a cow in the city. You can't rely on others, you have to do it yourself. You can't rely on others, you have to do it yourself. Can I use this ticket at another station? Can I use this ticket at another station? It may not suppress. It may not suppress. Come straight home after school today. Come straight home after school today. The color is very striking. The color is very striking. I want to eat ice cream. I want to eat ice cream. I studied English for 2 hours. I studied English for 2 hours. I don't understand. I don't understand. Newspaper article explores the rise of online shopping. Newspaper article explores the rise of online shopping. Can I speak to the manager, please? Can I speak to the manager, please? Phone is ringing. Phone is ringing. Won't we be sheriff in 1 month? Won't we be sheriff in 1 month? It's cream. It's cream. I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence. Can you calculate how much money we have left after paying the bills? Can you calculate how much money we have left after paying the bills? When we arrived at the cinema, the movie had been playing for half an hour. When we arrived at the cinema, the movie had been playing for half an hour. Wasn't I being kidnapped? Wasn't I being kidnapped? Do you serve brunch during the holidays? Do you serve brunch during the holidays? He has a green shirt. He has a green shirt. Should develop. Should develop. Can I have a glass of water, please? Can I have a glass of water, please? Our suite rooms cost $150 per night. Our suite rooms cost $150 per night. Does this come in different sizes, colors? Does this come in different sizes, colors? The result of the report was not deemed sufficient to make a decision. The result of the report was not deemed sufficient to make a decision. The cinema screen is very big. The cinema screen is very big. The anesthesiologist will be present to explain anesthesia options. The anesthesiologist will be present to explain anesthesia options. Are you depressed? Are you depressed? Were they jockeys next year? Were they jockeys next year? Do you offer takeout or delivery? Do you offer takeout or delivery? I smell something burning. I smell something burning. Teresa has more grapes than Sam. Teresa has more grapes than Sam. They said, we will have a party at our house this weekend. They said, we will have a party at our house this weekend. This is a comfortable bed. This is a comfortable bed. We couldn't listen right away. We couldn't listen right away. Would behave. Would behave. She will buy a new outfit for the party. She will buy a new outfit for the party. Approximately how long will it take to complete this task? Approximately how long will it take to complete this task? Can you become a reporter? Can you become a reporter? Let's continue to push the boundaries of what's possible. Let's continue to push the boundaries of what's possible. He would schedule it for 5 weekends later. He would schedule it for 5 weekends later. Your friend is a researcher. Your friend is a researcher. Can you give a brief summary of the situation? Can you give a brief summary of the situation? Trustworthy. Trustworthy. You should not use bad language in public. You should not use bad language in public. To continue. To continue. The park is crowded. The park is crowded. The window was cleaned by the doorman. The window was cleaned by the doorman. Where can I find cooking oils? Where can I find cooking oils? Wouldn't he prefer it? Wouldn't he prefer it? Do we need to do anything about my web address? Do we need to do anything about my web address? I may buy a new car next year. I may buy a new car next year. Cannot reduce normally. Cannot reduce normally. Where do you live? Where do you live? It could happen any time now. It could happen any time now. He had his computer formatted by a technician. He had his computer formatted by a technician. He fixed the broken glass. He fixed the broken glass. The team coached by the coach won the match. The team coached by the coach won the match. Shouldn't they be crying? Shouldn't they be crying? You should not be rude to your elders. You should not be rude to your elders. I will come home too. I will come home too. Continued. Continued. Who's that? He is my brother. Who's that? He is my brother. There are no students in the classroom. There are no students in the classroom. I'm afraid of heights. I'm afraid of heights. We must respect our elders. We must respect our elders. Lost your bag? Lost your bag? I need to buy some food from the store. I need to buy some food from the store. They traveled to Japan last year and enjoyed the food and culture. They traveled to Japan last year and enjoyed the food and culture. He had never seen Ankara before. He had never seen Ankara before. Should they be born? Should they be born? I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm sorry to interrupt. Disappoint. Disappoint. Are you putting it annually? Are you putting it annually? The band will perform at the festival next month. The band will perform at the festival next month. That's why we need to change our approach. That's why we need to change our approach. Can we have the bill, please? Can we have the bill, please? The museum has a diverse collection of tribal art. The museum has a diverse collection of tribal art. Just trust me. Just trust me. He always takes a nap after lunch. He always takes a nap after lunch. He was disappointed with the result. He was disappointed with the result. We may not change on a weekly basis. We may not change on a weekly basis. Sam is with Isabel. Sam is with Isabel. Did they collect? Did they collect? If it's not foggy, I'll go out. If it's not foggy, I'll go out. The nurse will then be here to change your bandages. The nurse will then be here to change your bandages. When he comes to my house, I drink coffee. When he comes to my house, I drink coffee. Would they force it? Would they force it? I would go home. I would go home. You should study for the exam. You should study for the exam. We do not fail at sunset. We do not fail at sunset. You spend too much money on clothes. You spend too much money on clothes. I prefer to use public transportation to save money. I prefer to use public transportation to save money. We are painting the walls. We are painting the walls. The magazine published an article about environmentally friendly living. The magazine published an article about environmentally friendly living. I'm having lunch with a friend today. I'm having lunch with a friend today. Should we be sports reporters at night? Should we be sports reporters at night? He could find work in the city. He could find work in the city. Yesterday I ate a duck that tasted very good and delicious. Yesterday I ate a duck that tasted very good and delicious. What is the main dish? What is the main dish? If he had time, he would help you with your project. If he had time, he would help you with your project. Can it go ashore for 10 years? Can it go ashore for 10 years? Coral reefs. Coral reefs. The office is usually full of people. The office is usually full of people. The report was compiled from various sources. The report was compiled from various sources. Is there a waiting list for a table? Is there a waiting list for a table? Should I go to school tomorrow? Should I go to school tomorrow? If you don't water the plants, they will die. If you don't water the plants, they will die. What is your home salad dressing? What is your home salad dressing? My brother is a lifeguard. My brother is a lifeguard. I'm here to measure your blood pressure. I'm here to measure your blood pressure. Can't he make a call at sunrise? Can't he make a call at sunrise? The train arrives at the station. The train arrives at the station. How could he lose now? How could he lose now? Does my stepdaughter cook? Does my stepdaughter cook? Does it handle at sunrise? Does it handle at sunrise? His half-brothers are hunters. His half-brothers are hunters. Is there any bread left in the bag? Is there any bread left in the bag? Can't get it at noon? Can't get it at noon? At the end of the day, we managed to reach consensus. At the end of the day, we managed to reach consensus. The red car is more luxurious than the blue one. The red car is more luxurious than the blue one. It's too cold to go out. It's too cold to go out. He had read the book before seeing the film adaptation. He had read the book before seeing the film adaptation.